You promised to protect our daughter. She's the most important thing to us.
Welcome back to Director's Choice. Chloe Park is a minor character in the animated TV series We Bare Bears. A young and unassuming kid, it's quite easy to underestimate her because she looks, well, like a first or second grader.
Hi. Chloe? Hey, what's up? It's Amy. We're in the same biochem class. This is Chloe. You know, the prodigy girl at our school?
But not long after we meet her, we find out that she's in fact in college. Chloe is a 10-year-old girl of Korean descent, and we're first introduced to her when she stumbled into the bears' cave because she wanted to study them for a report. You may think you know Chloe Park, but do you really know her so well? I don't really think so, and that's why in this video, I'll be giving you a breakdown of Chloe Park's psychology. Strap onto your seat and let's go.
Whoa, crazy! This is like the 10th bacteria I've discovered today. Aren't you the grossest little fellows ever?
Chloe Park is a sweet 10-year-old girl. When we first meet her, she stumbles into the bears' cave because she needs to gather information for a research paper she's working on in school. At first, she's very intrusive. First, she enters the bears' home without an invitation, which is nothing short of rude. And then, just a few minutes later, she opens up Grizzly Bear's mouth to inspect his hygiene and then criticizes his cavities.
Your cavities are atrocious! Would you say that your poor dental hygiene contributes to your surly nature?
This may be interpreted as being rude, especially seeing as she criticized Grizzly's cavities. But as we get to know her better, we can't help but love her. She's very shy, and we only see her really open up when she's around the bears. She's somewhat reserved and doesn't have a lot of friends among her classmates, which isn't all that surprising because most of her classmates are in their late teens, at the very least, and are unlikely to have anything in common with a 10-year-old girl.
Chloe! Hey! Psst. Hey, Chloe! We're over here!
You guys made it!
On the other hand, she also can't make friends with normal 10-year-olds because she's far ahead of them in school and they don't have much in common. That's a tough situation to be in, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know what surly means, but I'm gonna pretend it means radical, so thank you. But that wasn't the answer we need.
Chloe is socially awkward and she often has a hard time opening up to people. However, she can be quite outgoing when she's around people that she feels comfortable with, like the bears, for example. She loves hanging out with the bears because they're her only friends. Over time, she learns how to open up and she begins to make friends with her much older classmates, showing that her friendship with the bears has changed her for good.
Oh, we're gonna be late for the movie! Come on, let's go!
Speaking of friends, Chloe is a very loyal friend and cares a lot about her friends, especially the bears. In one episode, she took care of the bears when they got sick with the flu. Even though they kept making demands that almost drove her insane, she still stayed with them to take care of them. The things we do for friendship. Chloe is an introvert by nature, and she doesn't have a lot of friends. In fact, before she met the bears, she didn't appear to have any friends at all. As is typical of many introverts, she's reserved and shy, and this may explain why she doesn't have many friends. She's also socially awkward. Even though this may be because she is neither a normal 8-year-old or a normal college student. But despite this, Chloe can be quite outgoing when she's around people that she feels very comfortable around, especially the bears. While introverts may be reserved around most people, they're often outgoing and fun when they get comfortable, and Chloe is no different. After meeting the bears, we get to see her begin to open up some more, and even make some new friends.
You're ready, now get out of here. Well, she's gotta come back for the purse, and when she does, boom, new friend.
Chloe stresses a lot about school. She always remained focused on her education and classes. For someone so young, she's determined to have a good life, and she knows that she has to work for it. This is why she often stresses about her education and spends a lot of time studying. She also puts in considerable effort and goes the extra mile to ensure that her school projects are as good as possible. This is shown by her willingness to enter into the bear's cave so that she can gather some information for her project.
Here, I bet some food will do a world of good.
In the beginning, Chloe didn't have any friends. She was something of a loner. But all that changed when she befriended the bears. While neither she nor the bears ever imagined that they would get to be good friends when they caught her breaking into their cave, they grew to care for her, and she for them.
Hey, where's Chloe?
I thought she was with you!
We gotta find her. It's too crazy in there. Let's go around.
Oh, hey, it's Chloe! I see her!
Over time, we see her begin to warm up to some of her classmates and even make friends with them. She learns how to open up and make new friends, mostly thanks to the influence that the bears have had on her. While Chloe is extremely smart and something of a child prodigy, she's still a child, and on some occasions, we get to see her childish nature, sometimes on the show. This shouldn't really be all that surprising, but it still is. Because she's a college student, it's easy to forget that she's really still just a child. We see her childish nature a few times in the show, with the first time being when she begins to cry in class after the bears screw up her presentation. Also, Chloe has a huge sweet tooth, which is very common for 10-year-olds. So even though sometimes she acts all grown up, she is still really a child, and it is expected that she act her age sometime. She cares a lot about her education and her grades, which really isn't all that shocking. I mean, she's a 10-year-old who is in college instead of grade school. She obviously didn't get into college at such a young age by not caring about her education.
Chloe, is everything okay?
Thanks for the enthusiasm, but I didn't do so hot on the lab.
Not only does she care a lot about her education, but she is also super smart. She skipped a lot of grades in both grade, middle, and high school and entered university at a young age. And even though she is the youngest student in her class, she still gets good grades. Also, she cares really deeply about her schoolwork. In fact, one might even assume that she cares about her education more than anything else in the world. Even though she loves the bears so much, I'm pretty sure she doesn't love them as much as she loves her education. Here's an extra bit of fun fact for you. Her surname, Park, means bright in Korean, and this is a reference to how smart she is. Chloe is extremely smart. In fact, she's something of a child prodigy. She's in college at a very young age, when most children her age are in 4th or 5th grade. Being a 10-year-old in middle or high school would be super impressive, but being a 10-year-old in college is nothing short of genius. Fun fact, Chloe Park is the second character on Cartoon Network to get into college at a very young age. The first is Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Hi, Didi. I was just busy working and I noticed you dropped this.
Chloe is a sweet and likable girl once you get to know her. Even though she's shy, she's still awesome and is exactly the kind of friend that everybody needs to have in their corner. What do you think about Chloe? Do you agree with this assessment of her personality? Let me know what you think in the comments. Take a look at this recent clip by Director's Choice and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.